Hello? You a Scav? Oh, Scav, hey bro. I'm a Scav as well.
Ain't no Scav, buddy.
Okay, you're...
Hey guys, and welcome to Scav to Riches episode 2. Today we have a new scav on factory with the MP155 shotgun. Starting off with the change, I decided to allow myself to actually play out the factory map and loot up what I can. Oh no, that was a scav and he didn't hit me. Oh man, rip my karma. Oh, that's a lot of shooting going on out there still. Give me that hat. We got some stuff and then went up to the office, finding a scav who told us there is a hostile down below.
The PMC downstairs.
Быстро!
Ooh, popped him straight in the face. Sorry, buddy.
Nice, nice.
With more shots down below, there was a bit of a tussle going on, but unfortunately, the scav extracted at the camera bunker door just before we get there, leaving this unlooted kill on the ground for me with a really nice level 3 armor. A bit more exploration rewards us with a suppressed AK-74U on a dead body. With only minutes left in the raid, it was time to get out. But on the way out, I was met with an aggressive 3-man team of player scavs who really wanted me dead.
Oh, there's another guy over there!
So I sprinted to the office to extract. Ending up with some solid armor and gear, I made the decision that the AK was the weapon I wanted to try further modding. Reserve was definitely going to be the map to be able to get better attachments and hopefully better ammunition with BT or even BS. Letting into Reserve, we spawned in near the sewer manhole extract, right in the location I actually want to be in for weapon attachments in the night buildings. I take fire as I enter the building from a sniper on the dome. Luckily he misses and I am rewarded with the CMS kit, which is going to come in handy for the coming raids. A quick loot of the roof and weapons boxes on the first floor doesn't yield much other than another AK, which I changed to my primary as its 100% durability, but I can't help shake the feeling that I'm going to be in for a fight soon with all of the shots that have been ringing out by the bunker area. Take out a scav close by, but I see my enemy on the far hill around 200 meters away. Jumping down, I'm greeted with the sounds of a PMC jumping up onto the car to gain access to the building in the other room. Knowing the layout of the building, I decide to hold the angle on the window I just jumped through, as he would either come through here or go back the way he came. My patience pays off as I watch him struggle to make the jump. He exposes his head to me just a little bit and I send him back to the lobby. Immediately after the shot, I hear footsteps and I think he's still alive, but gaining an angle from the roof, I see that my shot was clean, which means there's a second. Dropping down, I take him by surprise.
Just let us pass and you won't die!
Ooh, he's hurt, he's hurt. Pushing into the room, I dispatch the second after taking a round to the stomach. Luckily the CMS kit I looted earlier brings me back into fighting shape. Looting everything, we make out with a fully kitted AK-101 with some of the best ammo you can find and a heavily modded Saiga shotgun with a 20 round drum mag. One of the biggest hauls I've had this wipe so far. Unfortunately, I don't have the Red Rebel ice pick and the raid has just started, which means only one thing. I have to brave the rat tunnels of D2 and fend off against the extract campers. Looting a couple jackets along the way, I find one of the most expensive keys in the game, the Ultra Medical key worth around 2 million rubles on the flea market. If I make it out, I know where I'm gonna go next. Coming into the bunker area, I'm met with another enemy to my left. Quickly dispatching him with a burst of rounds from the AK. Jesus Christ, this is too much. How the fuck am I gonna fit all of this? Oh my god, the loot, those guns, and another TV rig. How am I gonna fit this? I managed to actually cram everything into the Pilgrim and stack it inside of the Attack 2 backpack, coming into a total of 83.4 kilos, meaning a very slow waddle all the way to extract. And I made it out, all the way to the extract unchallenged by anyone else, with my heaviest raid I've ever had in this wipe, with some of the coolest guns and attachments, loads of armor and ammo, was completely set up for success. After finding the Ultra Medical key on reserve, my journey was clear. I needed to enter the mall, turn the power on, and find the loot hidden away in the highest trafficked area in the entire game. I felt confident in the AK-101 and all of the gear I had acquired so far. Spawning into interchange, I immediately spot another PMC about 100 meters away across the road. Only equipped with a holographic sight, I decide against taking the shot and Boy, was I glad I held my trigger off the finger. Oh, it's a duo. Damn, they are geared as shit. Oh no, it's a 3-man. Fuck, I'm lucky I didn't shoot that first guy. With that encounter narrowly avoided, I decide to push to the power station and make sure that it gets turned on, so I can open the room I'm actually here for. And, well, as I enter the compound, that's when it started. Three PMCs killed, some good shooting and positioning to come out on top. I could now get in and turn the power on. Hopefully no one in the area is going to have the key to open up the door. And, speaking of keys, I find another extremely valuable key, the RB SMP key, worth around 1 million rubles on its own, as it's a highly sought after quest key. With the power on, it was time to actually enter the mall, and knowing the layout, I thought it was actually best to head up these secret stairs between Goshen and Idea to get to the top floor and then push around the front of the mall to Techlight and the Ultra Med room from there. Holding off just before Techlight's store to listen, I hear a man running behind me in the direction I actually came from. Another geared PMC was dead. This was going to be another heavy raid again. Not long after pushing into the tech store, I met with more running behind me. Just the scav taken out, but it was a sign that my time here is limited and I need to get into that room sooner rather than later. And there it was. The beautiful little LEDX sitting on the shelf. The rest of the loot wasn't great, but I found it. This little baby is worth another 1,000,000 rubles, meaning this raid could well be the most profitable one I've done this way. With my extract being the railway, I pushed back the way I came, heading down the escalator in front of the trend store. And just my luck, my weapon jams as a scav walks out in front of me.
Hello, I'm friendly, I'm Scav. I'll take Scav here to extract with you. Hello?
You motherfucker.
As much as I actually wanted to take the extract with him, I really didn't want to chance it. I'm sorry, buddy. And what do you know? that's a GPU in his rig. This is definitely going to be my biggest raid of the wipe now. Coming out to the road towards the extract, I actually spot someone crossing a couple 100 meters down, and with me at over 60 kilos in weight, this could get a bit nasty towards the extract. Thankfully though, an airdrop comes into the map, and the care package drops over near the roadblock where that guy was, and shortly after, a flurry of shots. That care package just saved my life. And we made it to the extract, all the way to the railway and out for millions worth of loot. Unsure on how to top the previous raids, I head to the lighthouse in search of big ticket items from the rogues water treatment facility. Spawning in on the beach, we had a great position to push forward and get inside the compound. Coming up to the facility, we see the rogues on the close guns are still up. Now no shots have been fired in this raid at all so far, and I'm going to be the first one as I take these guys down. Pushing up to the fence line, I take out the MG on the close building. Something I've found you need to do on this run is actually wait to see if the rogue at the rear of the close building is going to move up and take the position of the one I just killed. He doesn't, and we are rewarded with a mule stim and a kitted AK-104 with heaps of BP rounds. Moving along the facility, looting everything along the way, I now had a full backpack with hundreds of thousands worth of gear. But just as I'm about to get ready to leave, I hear a shuffle behind me. I decide it isn't worth it. I have no more space to put anything if I killed this guy, and the smart option was just to retreat towards the extract. A quick raid, but very profitable. After the success of the previous raid, I decided to return to the lighthouse location, and I'm very quickly reminded of why I hate a certain design of this beautiful game. That's right, 2 minutes in and I'm already fighting a player scav. Lighthouse is an amazing map, great design, but unfortunately the player scav system really cuts the legs out from underneath it. You're given absolutely no time to develop in the map before there's just random shitters spawning in anywhere and everywhere all at once. With the spawn location I received, I didn't have the northern checkpoint extract available, so I decided that I would push further south to the chalets in search of PvP. And wouldn't you just guess it, all I came across was more player scavs. I got some loot and I decided that, you know what, it's just not worth the headache anymore. I need to get out of here. I don't want to play this map anymore with the player scav system the way it is. After being unable to find some PvP on Lighthouse, I load into one of the most PvP-centric maps in the game, Customs. Spawning in on the boiler side of the map, not much was happening for me, but there was some shots over towards the fortress area and old gas area, but not much on my side of the map, so I pushed through, killing some scavs and looting until I got to the construction area. Yep, two of the most geared PMCs decided to run away from a scav right into my line of sight. I was again fully looted for the 5th time this episode and needed to extract. Moving to the RUAF roadblock, there was some heavy gunfire. Took out 3 scavs in my way and got to the extraction for another successful raid. While I still had this 1 to 8 times Schmidt and Bender scope setup, I thought it would be a good idea to try my hand at some long range engagements on shoreline. Spawning in on the outskirts of the sunken village, I knew I didn't have long to cut off any PMCs that are heading towards the resort. I took up a position overlooking the cottages, checking for movement and possibly Sanitar, and then I saw them. 2 PMCs trying to get into the back end of the locked cottage, only to be met with 762 BP to the head. Again, I was fully looted and overweight and needed to move to the extract only minutes after spawning. Moving through the power station, I took out the scavs and stopped inside a shack to regain my stamina. As I leave, I met with a suppressed shot at my position. Unsure where it came from, I move as fast as I can towards the other side of the area. Being mindful of the shots towards the gas station, I had to keep an eye on the area in front of me and behind me. As I was posted up, regaining stamina once again, I spotted another hostile. He's moving up from the gas station to power. Fortunately, I was unable to get a clean shot, so I pushed up the ridge in front. Take him out just as he spots me. Now, in my greed, I pushed through too quickly. Not noticing that the man I killed looked nothing like the one I saw initially, and his position was just too far forward. All of this pointed to a duo group, but I was cocky after the last few raids and met my end to his partner. Thus ending episode 2 of Scav to Riches. Alright guys, so I've just sold everything. We started off at 11,394,000 rubles. As you can see, we're already at 12,841,000. That's after paying all of the fees for selling everything on the flea market and just selling a bunch of stuff to mechanic, therapist, and ragman to get it just out of here. Because as you should know, there should be items that you're selling directly to the traders instead of putting up on the flea market. Got a whole bunch of armors left over. There's nothing in them. It's all empty. Scav jump box is empty. Going to be keeping these armors and not selling them. So all in all, you probably got worth about 500 grand worth of armors just sitting there. All of these ammos just chilling here, and grenades. I could probably sell the M67, but I'll just hang on to it. Moving on to the big ticket items. I've got a couple of dog tags here. I need them for a weekly task, so I'm going to keep a hold of them. That's like another, say, 40k there. The Ultra Med Key. So I actually use my own Ultra Med Key, so this one shouldn't technically be found in raid. I'm going to sell it anyway, but it won't be included in the total price. It's just going to be for money for myself, but it's 1 million. It works out the same as the LEDX, because the LEDX is 1 million and this should be about 1 million. That's 1.2. Check the listing fee on it, because the listing fee on the LEDX was 60k. Yeah, so it's about 1 million anyway. And also the GPU, wanna keep that one, so let's see the listing price for that. So this is about 530k as well. So on top of that, we're gonna add 570k for these ones. This RB SMP key, also 1 million. It's worth about 800k total after you pay the price off. So, you know, we're looking at 1.37 million there. So disregarding the Ultra Med, and then we've got some attachments and things that I'm going to use. I'm going to sell the Valde because I'm not the biggest fan of the Valde since the site rework, so we'll get rid of that one. Hopefully someone will buy that really quick. This AK-101 though, super nice build. I'm just going to change out the pistol grip on it and get extra, I think, 7 ergo on it. It should actually bring it up a rather nice sort of balance of ergo and recoil. Really nice gun. I really enjoyed using it. But yeah, we've got the couple of foregrips and things like that. So all in all, you're looking at another, oh god, let's say 300 grand. Let's say 330 to call it, let's get it neat. So that's 1.37, you're looking at 1.7 mil on top of whatever else we make. Plus that, okay, so 2.2 million on top of whatever else we make. So that just sold. Oh, and we also got the attack 2 sitting up here because I'm going to be using that later, so I just kept that up here. So let's go to Ragman and collect everything. Holy shit. So we're in at 16,292,000 rubles. That's just shy 3 million. It's like 2,898,000 rubles. Plus the 2.2 million down here. Jesus Christ. So we're looking at a 5 million ruble Scav to Riches series. It's massive. It's fucking huge. Technically 6 million with this Ultra Med Key, but yeah, just because I use my own, this wouldn't have been found in raid. Yeah, 5 million Scav to Riches. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed playing it. It actually took quite a few attempts to get a good set of raids in. Actually, that's not even counting all the ammos as well, so we're a bit over 5 million, but yeah, thanks so much for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. If you want to see more, sub to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.